What if you never had to worry about the last bus home? Ever again? Today, we're going to explore a really fascinating idea: how a single 170-kilometer route in the Philippines could be totally transformed by autonomous robotaxis. We're talking about a 24/7 service that connects communities and could unlock a whole new way to travel.
You know that feeling, right? That little bit of anxiety, the constant clock watching, rushing to catch that last trip home. You know if you miss it, you're stuck. That last trip stress is a daily reality for thousands, and it puts a hard limit on your entire day.
But what if we could just completely flip that script? This right here is the core promise of what's being called the Leyte-Sur Express. I mean, look at that. Imagine cutting a 4.5-hour slog of a trip down to just 2.5 hours. You're not just saving time, you're gaining 2 extra hours. For family, for work, or maybe even for an adventure. Okay, so to really get why this is such a potential game changer, we need to understand what the daily travel situation is like right now. We're zeroing in on this really vital 170-kilometer corridor that connects Maasin City and Tacloban in southern Leyte. For anyone making that trip today, the journey is just defined by limits. First off, public vans only run from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. That's it. Your day has a hard stop. Then, they often won't even leave until every single seat is full, which leads to all kinds of unpredictable delays. It's also a cash-only system, and on top of all that, you've got the very real safety concern of driver fatigue on those long, winding roads. All right, now let's picture a solution that's designed to just erase every single one of those problems. This is the Leyte-Sur Express concept, a 24/7 on-demand robo-taxi service. And because it would operate all through the night, some people are already calling it the Midnight Express. So, the key that unlocks all of this? It's something called Level 5 autonomy. Now, what does that mean? In simple terms, it means the vehicle is fully in control, all the time, on any road. There's no driver fatigue because there's no human driver. This is the tech that forms the foundation for a system that can be incredibly safe and reliable, day or night. So what is the Leyte-Sur Express, really? Well, it's a fleet of all-electric, autonomous SUVs. You just pull out your phone, summon one whenever you want using an app, pay for it cashlessly, and it takes you straight to where you need to go. No waiting for the van to fill up, no worrying about what time it is. It's transportation that actually works on your schedule. So, what would this transformation actually feel like for the average person, the average passenger? Let's put the current system and this proposed solution right next to each other and see. The first thing that just jumps right out at you is the travel time. By getting rid of those long waits and taking a direct, optimized route, the journey gets slashed from 4.5 hours down to just 2.5. That's almost a 50% reduction. I mean, seriously, what could you do with 2 extra hours in your day? But the improvements, they go way beyond just speed. As you can see here, the entire experience gets an upgrade. Availability shifts from that limited 12-hour window to a true 24/7 on-demand service. The risk of human driver fatigue is replaced by AI-monitored safety. And having to fumble for cash, that becomes a thing of the past. Now, this isn't just a win for local commuters, not at all. It has the potential to completely redraw the tourism map for southern Leyte, especially for those do-it-yourself travelers who really want flexibility. Suddenly, brand new experiences become totally possible. Photographers can book a robotaxi at 4 a.m. to catch that perfect golden hour sunrise at Agas Bridge. Scuba divers can leave Tacloban before dawn, explore the incredible reefs of Sogod Bay, and be back in the city for dinner, a trip that used to be a logistical nightmare. And pilgrims? They can travel in the cool pre-dawn hours to Hunganon Shrine. This new level of flexibility means tourists are no longer trapped in one city because of rigid transport schedules. They can create these spontaneous, multi-stop days. Imagine it. Have breakfast in one city, go explore a natural wonder in another, and still make your afternoon flight with zero stress. That's real freedom. And that freedom could spark a huge boom for small businesses, the dive shops, the cafes, the local guides, who can now serve a much more mobile stream of visitors. You see, when you connect a region this reliably and this efficiently, you're doing a lot more than just moving people from point A to point B. You are literally redrawing the map of what's possible. And that, right there, really gets to the heart of it. This kind of technology isn't just an upgrade to transportation, it's a catalyst for economic and social growth. By removing the barrier of time, you connect everything, people, places, and all that potential, in a way that just wasn't possible before. So this leaves us with a really powerful question to think about. If one single automated corridor can so radically transform a region, what happens when this model goes global? What will our world look like when the last trip is just an old concept from the past, for everyone, everywhere?